Welcome to Meet the Press Daily. I'm Chuck Todd on what is a very busy Wednesday as the White House gears up for new vaccine requirements. Don't call it a mandate. As lawmakers quarrel on Capitol Hill over new mask mandates. And as Republican negotiators signal that they have finally come to some kind of a deal with Democrats and President Biden's infrastructure package. We're going to dive into the latest on all of those stories in a moment. But we're going to begin today with what may be the most important development in American politics. Hence the lead of Meet the Press Daily. The fallout from yesterday's first hearing of the January 6th Select Committee. And perhaps more importantly, what it reveals about the limits of Trump's power over the Republican Party. To put it bluntly, yesterday was not a good day for the former president. And it wasn't a good day for the Republicans, who frankly should know better. Many of them do, but have chosen time and again to somehow appease him. Look at where that's left them. Completely sidelined at yesterday's hearing, which was a powerful indictment of Trump's actions, amplified by police officers and anti-Trump Republicans.
When you think about that and share with us the vivid memory of the cruelty and the violence of the assault that day, and then you hear former President Trump say, quote, "It was a loving crowd. There was a lot of love in the crowd." How does that make you feel?
It's upsetting. It's a pathetic excuse for his behavior, for something that he himself helped to create, this monstrosity. I'm still recovering from those hugs and kisses that day.
So many of the people I put my life at risk to defend are downplaying or outright denying what happened. The indifference shown to my colleagues is disgraceful.
More and more insurrectionists were pouring into the area by the speaker's lobby near the rotunda, and some wearing MAGA hats and shirts that said Trump 2020. I told them to just leave the Capitol, and in response they yelled, "No, man, this is our house. President Trump invited us here. We're here to stop the steal."
Appeasing Trump has also put Republicans in the awkward position of trying to now whitewash the dangerous insurrection that took place on January 6th, or falsely suggest that it was somehow all Nancy Pelosi's fault. And appeasing Trump has allowed COVID misinformation to flourish, largely where Republican-led districts where vaccinations lag and masking has and will be apparently always shunned. It's the same places now being hit hardest by the virus's resurgence. I could go on and on with all the other unintended consequences of Republicans deciding to appease an out-of-power former president who downplayed COVID, helped incite an insurrection, and, oh, by the way, as to the top of the ticket, led the Republicans to one of their worst electoral drubbings in a presidential cycle ever. But the point here is that for Republicans, it's not clear what all this Trump appeasement is getting them politically. Sure, in some cases, you have to cozy up to Trump to survive as a Republican in good standing. And in a place where a primary matters only, okay, maybe you understand it. But in other cases, it's a ticket to nowhere. Case in point, last night, Trump's sway in the Republican Party faced an interesting test. A Texas congressional runoff featuring two Republican candidates. Extremely low turnout race. And the one who got the coveted Trump endorsement lost.